use Karate Chop and say, well, it does. Rapid Spin is a normal type move. It's an interesting move also because the description states it clears the floor, which if someone has used a move such as Spikes or something like that, where when you switch out a Pokemon it deals damage, Rapid Spin will get rid of those.
I believe it also gets rid of the moves if you're under the effect of Wrap. Leech Seed? Will it take off Leech Seed?
I believe it will take off Leech Seed and Fire Spin as well.
Fire Spin, yep.
So it is a definitely beneficial move. And once again, we're running off to heal up before we go in this last room. Like I said in the last set of videos we recorded, playing smart means having healthy Pokemon. And if you guys see me running to the Poke Center a lot, it's just because that's the way the game is played. I have been thinking about trying to find a DS emulator to see if we could do a Pokemon Diamond or Pearl walkthrough, and that may come later. So, this is a fisherman by his hat, which means he will have definitely water-type Pokemon. Oh, another Tentacool. You know what? We're going to let Beedrill try and find its way out.
So far, it's doing very well. It's getting 5 hits off from
Fury Attack. Very good, very good. And now we're going to get confused, and this is where the hurt can come if we're not careful. And by careful, I mean if we don't win the flip of the coin. It's a 50-50 shot whether or not confusion affects us, and it did not affect us this time. So we were able to pull out a win. Yeah, we'll switch for Staryu, and we will put Pidgeotto in to get some experience.
Here's a little tip. When it comes to moves or conditions like Confusion and Attraction, when you swap them out, and also whenever your stats are lowered, such as your accuracy, whenever you swap your Pokemon out, it doesn't have to be the end of the battle. When you swap them out, those effects are erased. It comes back to normal.
Indeed, it does.
So if you have a Pokemon that has it's gotten its accuracy lowered, it's under Confusion, if you swap it out for another one, even if you swap it right back to that one, you'll be all set to go.
That's not just accuracy, actually.
I'm just using accuracy as an example.
Attack and defense as well. If somebody uses a lot of Leer or Screech or Growl on your Pokemon, switching them out and back in will bring them back to normal stats. Alright, Shelter's coming up. Let's put Kadabra in to get the lowdown on this, because Pidgeotto just gained a level. It's 19. So, we'll put Kadabra in. You may notice that I really don't pay attention to the genders of my Pokemon. That's because I'm not a big fan of the breeding system. I know you can breed Pokemon to get better moves and everything, but I'm more interested in the battling and the story, and to me, breeding is just a time sink. Personally.
I did some breeding in the past, and at one point I was very much into it, especially when in my Ruby Sapphire games, I actually got the rare occurrence of having a female Torchic from the beginning of the game. I can't remember what the percentage is. It's at least an 80% chance that your starter is going to be of the male gender when you start out. But I did a lot of breeding with that because I already had a male Blaziken. And some of the things that I found out is that the Pokemon will always be the type of the mother and will get its moveset from the father. You can't, you don't always have to have the same type of Pokemon like I did with the Torchic and Blaziken. You can cross between different types to integrate different moves that your Pokemon would not learn naturally.
Yeah. And if you don't have two of the same Pokemon that you want, you can always mate a female Pokemon with a Ditto. Ditto has no gender by definition, and so any Pokemon you have can mate with a Ditto. Any female Pokemon, I should say.
I've noticed it with either gender.
Really?
Ditto will change to whatever you need it to be.
Well, that's always handy.
And it will just, I can't remember exactly how it works, but I think as far as the who gets the stats, who gets the moveset, that sort of thing, the type of Pokemon will always be the one that's not Ditto. You're not going to have to have a Ditto. But I can't remember as far as where it gets its stats from things. It's a different sort of combination and equation for when you're mating with a Ditto. But it's very complex. I didn't get into the mathematical part of it that much. I just knew that if I put this and this in the daycare together, I'm going to get an Egg-Eye Hatchet and get the move I want.
Exactly.
Which can be very handy if you can breed Pokemon that have, a level 5 that knows Hydro Pump.
Yes.
I did a lot with breeding and then trading them over to my new games. So that way I would have Pokemon with movesets that I liked, and I could have all the Pokemon that types that I wanted.
Exactly. And to that end, breeding is useful, but personally I never found it all that fun. I've hatched the egg in every game that it's been in now, and while it's entertaining the first time when you're playing Gold and Silver and you hatch Togepi, because it's like in the story where they get Togepi and everything. But after that, I just have found that by that point in the game, I'm usually running a team of right around level 20, level 30 Pokemon, and to hatch a level 5 is nowhere near useful, because I don't really have the time to keep it up, and in the case of Togepi, to hatch a level 5 normal type doesn't really help me.
Especially in this game, if you're going to do a lot of breeding, you're not able to do any breeding until very, very late in the game, because there's actually a second daycare after the last gym, I believe.
Yep.
You can travel to the island with a daycare on it that will actually hold 2 Pokemon. But at that point, you're running around level 40 to 50.
Oh yeah.
So unless it's a Pokemon that you really, really want because you would like the moveset, or you just like the type it is, then if you want to put in the effort for it, then go right ahead. But it's completely your own opinion.
Absolutely. So, breeding, take it or leave it, it's up to you. Personally, I leave it. I'm just not a fan. Alright. Alright, Kadabra's getting some good experience off that. And luckily, Kadabra actually got the chance to use itself this time. Alright, and to get this item, we're going to have to battle another guy, this gentleman. I'm going to put this plea in the middle of the video, just to mix it up from last time. Near the end of the videos last time, actually right on the tail end, I asked people to leave me some comments about one thing in particular, and that would be, I need some different video editing software. Right now I'm using Microsoft Windows Movie Maker to split my movies up my Let's Plays up into YouTube-sized pieces, and it's very slow and very roughly done. And I'm looking for either a free or really cheap program that will allow me to do the same thing but more efficiently. Take less time to publish movies back into pieces if I need, or everything like that. That's what I'm looking for. So if you happen to know of software out there that does this and is either cheap or free, leave me a comment. Leave me a comment on my channel or on this video. Somehow give me a message and let me know what it is so I can give it a shot, because I'm really in the market for some new stuff. Whew, that was close. And good thing you only have one Pokemon. Alright. So we will
One thing I've noticed about the gentlemen, a lot of them have very few Pokemon. 1, maybe 2. The gentlemen don't tend to carry a lot of Pokemon.
That's very true. And it's just the type of trainer that they are. Mankey took a beating in that battle, so we're going to rest him up.